Very much, Brother Saif, for this opportunity. And it's always a privilege and pleasure to interact with professionals associated with MFIRD. And we get a lot of encouragement to conduct these type of webinars. The objective of this webinar is to introduce you the latest certification on PMO, Project Management Office. Most of the professionals who are into the project management and business analysis domain, this is a new certification which we thought will make them aware. And that's the objective of this webinar. It's a very high level, just introducing you and as a food for thought. This is a completely interactive and informal session. You can ask me anything relating to the project management and business analysis. I have trained, mentored more than 40,000 people globally in all industries and domains, and I do also consulting. So feel free to ask any question, and I'll be glad to spend some time with you. I'll spend less time on the presentation, but more time on the question and answers, and you can feel free to ask me any question. So let's begin with a few questions. How many of you know PMI, which is Project Management Institute? The second question is, how many of you are from the project management profession or any other profession? The reason is my definition of project is work, and we all work. So I believe and I feel everyone under the sky is a project manager. When you just replace the word project with work, let it be sales, let it be operations, let it be maintenance, let it be consulting, professional services, research, everything come under the domain of projects. And today PMI calls the economy as a project economy. So with these two questions, let us begin. And the third and final question, have you heard about PMO? You can chat, put your answers, or you can also speak. Has anyone of you heard about Project Management Office? Okay, great. Excellent. Oh, everyone is an expert. Everyone knows PMO. And by the way, I'll be asking all silly and simple questions. So that's great to know. We have experts here who are part of PMO. As I said, the objective is to introduce this certification and also tell a little bit about the history of PMO and globally what is happening. If you see, the topic is PMO certification, but it is a strategic overview of leadership. You'll be surprised. How can a PMO bring strategy, leadership into this? So that's what we are also going to discuss with you, how the things have changed and what the PMO you're doing and how you are doing it and how you have to do as per the global standards. PMI has also come up with a standard for PMO, and there is a PMO certification also. So the agenda is, what is modern PMO? Fine. Over years, you might have seen in your career about the PMO globally, different countries, different domains, maybe it banking, construction, manufacturing. Each one of you have come across some type of PMO. But now there is a revolution, and the businesses have found a value in the PMO. All the top Fortune 100 companies in the world, one of the criteria for their success is they have a PMO. All the 100 of them, they have the PMO, which is driving and which is helping their businesses, which earlier it was not thought of. It was only okay, it is a department, it is a PMO, it's a people who will help the project manage. But now the things have changed. It's not like that. Then what is PMI, Project Management Institute, PMO, CP, Project Management Office, Certified Professional, and the details of it. And what are the 6 domains of expertise that are required for a PMO professional? And we'll also discuss the difference between the PMO and the PMP. A lot of people have this confusion between PMO and PMP, whether a project manager is a part of PMO. These things are there. That also we will demystify. Then what is the eligibility and how much is the fees, etc. Then finally the business aspect of it and do that. Now may I know something from you about the concept of PMO that you are involved? Can anyone tell me what is PMO according to you? Can anyone tell me, please, or put in the chat? Does anyone want to tell? Fine. I'll tell you the history. We go back to 25, 30 years. We used to have only one person called general manager in the organization. Great, we got two. PMO is management of operations, a department which helps monitor guidelines any project. Great. By the way, let me also tell you the beauty of project management is every answer that you say will be correct. So an office for managing projects, portfolio, not just managing, but governance also. Excellent. So exactly, these are all the things. And as I said, any answer that you tell will be correct from the perspective of project management. The reason is project management, PMI, has consolidated the experience of professionals, millions of companies, trillions of professionals involved in project management. So any of the scenario and the situation will fit in. So wonderful, the answers that you have given is perfectly correct, and that's how the PMO is. So coming back to the history of PMO, as you recall, 35, 40 years back, there used to be only one person called general manager who used to take care of human resource, salaries, administration, transportation, everything, business, opportunities, future, past, present, legal cases, everything. And as the organizations grew, as the resources became bigger, and as the projects became and the business became global, and all those things, projects also started happening. And the project is nothing but it's a unique work which delivers product, service, or result. And if you see, every organization in the world, directly or indirectly, are involved in either projects or operations. And that's the reason today PMI is calling the economy as project economy. The definition of economy has changed, and today we call as project economy. And the way of doing projects is also changed, and I'm sure you are aware about hybrid and agile project management. So when a new person came who is doing the role of a project manager, and if he wants to know something about the project, he has to run around the whole departments to know about the project. No, get in touch with the sales guys. No, get in touch with the contracts guy. Get in touch with the legal guys. So he or she has to run around, run around, run around. So finally, what they said, let's get one person to know everything about the project, where the documents are, who is happening, where it is, which stage it is, all the information, knowledge about a project, of a single project. So that's how it started. And then as the organizations grew, they said, no, it's not required now. We need to have a team of people. Then they brought in team of people. And that's the reason those who have worked in Middle East and all that, even today, they call PMT, PMC, PMG, project management team, project management group, project management control, various names still exist with those historical names. Then they said, no, we need to have a specialized department called Project Management Office that will support the project managers. And those who are well versed with the philosophy of PMI and project management and the latest PMBOK guide, Project Management Body of Knowledge, 8th edition, still they call the project management office as a single, you call department or a group or whatever it is. But the PMO word has changed to it can be project management office, it can be program management office, or it can be portfolio management office. Even last 20 years, I've been involved in this profession last 25 years. So 20 years back also, it was only PMO. And then it became EPMO, which is nothing but enterprise PMO, managing the whole, like IBM, Accenture, Infosys, their whole businesses. The term was EPMO. Then there was at one time VPMO, means we don't want to have a physical department. We just want to have a virtual PMO, put all the templates and policies on the intranet and let us manage virtually. Even today, there is no global standard for PMO. It is still evolving. It is still evolving. And it takes various shapes based on the industry domain and the culture of the organization and the country and the industry. So many combinations are there. But as per standard, PMBOK guide, still any of these PMO, they fall into three categories. One is called supportive. They just support the project managers. They don't have any control. They don't have any authority. I joined a new company. I want to know whether we have a project charter. Here you go. Take the template. I want to understand something about Agile. Okay, this is what you do. They are just supporting. The next is controlling. Their role is to control, and they have a little bit of authority. For example, why the project is running late, where are the dashboards, whether compliance is happening or not. And the third is directive. They have full power. They hire and fire people and they manage the projects. So these are the three categorization, if you wish to say, as per PMBOK guide. So a couple of years back, PMI purchased an organization which was deep and number one in the PMO. And that's how they collaborated, they bought that company, and they launched this certification, and they also launched the standards. So this is how it went. It started with traditional. So it started with traditional only project tracking, give the templates, compliance. So this is nothing but this is supportive. And this is, you can think as a controlling the role of PMO. And this is directive. And those who are preparing for PMI, this is a sure shot question about the types of PMO. Now, as it evolved, the current today is, as I said, EPMO, SPMO, Strategic Project Management Office. And if you are in the agile domain, it is called as VDO, Value Delivery Office, where, like one of our friend has given the definition of PMO, they also manage governance, compliance, and cross-functional collaboration. This is the current. But the future is this strategy, integration. For example, I'm giving consulting for a group of steel industry. They want to consolidate all the 5 to 10 companies into one group. So who has to do this? Unless and until I set up a PMO, strategic PMO, to get all the businesses, all the portfolios, all the benefits, and then we can give a strategy to reach the vision of that organization. And value orchestra. So you are like a choreographer. You have to conduct an orchestra. And at every point, everyone has to deliver their beautiful note. World's largest orchestra. Let me ask you a question you can put in the chat. How many musicians would be there in world's largest orchestra? Can anyone guess? How many number of musicians do you think will be there? In hundreds or thousands? Can you take a guess? You can put in the chat. Number of musicians in an world's largest orchestra. Okay, fine. We got an answer. No idea. 150. Right. The first was conducted in Germany on Beethoven music, Beethoven note 6,500. The second was in Japan with 10,000 musicians. And in 2022, Venezuela, 12,500 musicians. The PMBOK guide tells you as a project manager, you are the conductor of an orchestra. And your job is to get the opera conducted. So orchestra is a great analogy where every single note gives you success. So today we're talking about value. By the way, I conduct a lot of webinars on what is happening currently as on today in the project management. The top 500 organizations in the world, no one is bothered about the project being completed in time, scope, and cost. Just a moment, please. So no 500 Fortune 500 organizations in the world are bothered about the project getting completed according to time, scope, and cost. They say you are a project manager, you have been hired for this, and your job is to get it done. But as a sponsor, show me the value, show me the benefit. You're doing a great job. It is immaterial for me as a sponsor. Show me the value, show me the benefit. Otherwise, we'll stop the project. So there is a standard called benefit maturity model. Those who are into this, they can refer to the PMI standard, which talks only about how to drive these benefits. So this is the future of the PMO. And there are a lot of case studies and awards. I can show you about the PMO, best PMO in the world awards. And they are also AI and data driven, data intelligence. And this is how it is moving. PMI has come up with a PMO value ring. And you see there is an outer circle, and it's very complex. Like we need to have the organization culture and maturity to understand this PMO and drive the PMO. And it all depends on the organizational structure and the inner. The PMO has the mandate to define the strategy, governance. Then there is a phases, you can say, or domains: exploration, design, development, enhancement, realization, and it's a continuous process. Then you have an inner things. So this is the framework which has been defined in the PMO standard. Now coming to the certification. This was launched on 4th February 2025, and this is accredited to ISO. And this is the only ISO accredited certification on PMO. So you will have 120 questions. These questions are multiple choice questions or multiple response questions, like choose any five, choose any, not five, choose any two, choose any three. And this is the duration of the exam. Now, why this certification matters? Number one, those who are into this profession, PMO professionals, PMO leaders, whoever they are, because in their career, they are interacting with the PMO. Now, when you know the best practices and the way you interact with them, the way you can collaborate with them, let it be from agile projects or whatever, or they are transitioning, it doesn't matter because PMOs are evolving globally and continuously. So why it matters for you as a project professional, irrespective of any designation, is you will understand the way the PMO is working, and also you can collaborate and can be an expert. If a PMO has been established or is going to be established, you can give your expertise. There are 6 domains, and then you see these domains, how they are structured. It is like, your Superman or Superwoman who can take care of everything. It starts with organizational development and alignment. Gone are the days where PMO job is, okay, get this file, give this template, okay, this e-learning course, you take it. Gone are those days. Today, the expertise has matured and it is required and it is demanding many things. First, organization, development and alignment. Why do you want PMO? Without PMO, we are doing business of millions and billions. What is great in this PMO? People think so. But you see, it starts with one domain, which is organizational development and alignment. Second is the PMO strategic element. This percentage is the percentage of questions which you can expect in the exam. Then PMO design and structuring based on your industry and domain. PMO operations and performance, like the first I remember in the chat, it take care of operations. Some people might be surprised. Projects and operations, how are they going to take care? But there is an alignment. And that's how there is a 15% of it. And then you have PMO enhancement and effectiveness. We have to measure. There are metrics, there are KPIs, even for the PMO. And finally, with the people. So in strategy and design, what you study is PMO strategic elements, governance, compliance. Uh, Today, the world is moving, and there is a concept called GRC, governance, compliance, and risk. I give a lot of webinars on this and consulting. And those who are at PMO, those who are at risk, this is the thing. In Saudi Arabia, they have made it mandatory that there should be a department for GRCP. So, what is GRC? Is a lot of organizations, as on today, they are working independently on governance, independently on risk, and independently on compliance. And since there is no coordination, the organizations are losing a lot of money and time and effort. So you can Google and find out, and there is a standard for GRCP professional. You can download that standard, which is free of cost. So coming back, PMO strategic element, talk about compliance, think about governance, and how we put a roadmap on the strategy, reaching the goals. Then in the design, if you see that value ring, we have the structured phases, and enhancement is finding the effectiveness. Organizational development, all the effort that PMO is putting, how can we reach the goals? Whether the team, whether the company, whether the resources have the capability to bring that awareness of the concept of PMO. Then, of course, operations and all that, and people. Now, what is the difference between PMP and PMOCP? PMP is a project management professional certification, which you all know. Whereas PMO is a department. And to run that department, to run those things, these are the focus of the comparison. What you do as a project manager, individual, here it is as a department. So in exams also, there is a difference. In fees, there is a difference, and everything there is a difference. Now, what is the eligibility? Okay, fine. If I have to go through this, the eligibility is you need to have 3 years of experience in project in the last 8 years from today onwards, not from the beginning of your career, in the last 8 years. If you are PMP certified, it is waived off because you are already certified project management professional. The second is you need to have 10 hours of PMO related education. Now, this 10 hours, you have e-learning course from PMI, or you can take this 10 hours education and training from AGS Institute, from us. We mentor, we handhold, and we award this 10 hours of education related to PMO. And the fees depends on which geographical location you belong to. Yeah, Abdul Hamid, PMO and already PMP. Okay. PMP is project management. Uzair, can you give the link for PMP details and give the link for PMO details?
Okay, fine.
Project management professional, a person who does the role of a project manager, managing the projects, like initiating the project, planning the project, executing the project, and monitoring and controlling the project, and closing the project. And my definition of a project is a work. So any work, you have these 5 phases or process groups. So he has given a good thing. PMP is like a pilot and PMO is like a airline office. That's a great analogy, Abdul Hamid. And you'll be surprised, still some project managers have this confusion. And this analogy is great. So it's perfectly like that. Sorry. Okay, we were here. And then strategic business, because as I said, PMOs are being established today to add value to the businesses because it has all the data boards, it has all the intelligence, it has all the business intelligence. So it gives the whole information to the executive level. And what are the trends? Yes, today we are talking about value or process. As I said, today we are talking about value. If you see the PMBOK Guide 8th edition, they never talk about the deliverables. They are only talking about outcomes. They're talking about value and AI-driven, hybrid, agile. So all these things, what you see in the organization, various projects being done, you will get a consolidated information, help, and direction through the PMOs. And there is a maturity models also, and there are levels how PMO mature. All of a sudden, it cannot happen. It goes by level by level. First, you initiate, you get all the processes standardized. I had been in one of the Middle East company. I had been the role of a director for PMO, and it's very challenging. It is very challenging. Small processes has to be documented, standardized, and that is how everyone in the organization starts talking the same language. Then we have to define the frameworks, then standardize it, manage it, and optimize it. Once we run those processes and all that, we have to optimize, we have to see, we have to measure the process. So those who are, thinking of the futuristic value delivery office and all that, I see always these certifications in these two ways. What I say, you are professionals, get the knowledge, get the skills from the experts, be more professional. It adds value in the global market. And then, if you have time, money, and interest, then go for certification. A lot of people, they think about certification, oh, 50,000, 60,000, 40,000, we cannot do. So break it into two parts. One is knowledge. You have been working, and today the sign of a leader is ever learning. So invest little amount on becoming professional. On top of that, if you want, go for the certification. So the final takeaways, it's a ISO accredited certification and it validates your leadership in managing the products, projects, portfolio. And definitely it adds a lot of value if you're a project management professional. Even otherwise, if you're not a project management professional, if you're a business analyst or a manager, whatever role, at least you'll understand what is the standard way of this PMO organized. So thank you very much. And I'm open for the questions. Meanwhile, let me pick up any case study on how PMO add values. Yeah, any question, please? May I know some of the industries you are here, those who are participants, so that I can pick up any award-winning PMO from that industry?
Telecom industry.
Okay. Telecom industry. You have a PMO. You are from which country, location? Any idea? Can you please tell me?
Currently, I'm in Riyadh,
Okay.
GCC.
Okay. So you have a PMO?
Yes, we do have one PMO in our project, but really we didn't personally, I didn't understand what is a role and how does he basically
Yeah. What they
plug in
do?
the things and then
Correct.
make it work.
True. Wonderful. I remember long back, Telstra PMO got the best award some 8 years back. But I'll quickly catch up with the latest one since you said about Middle East. And there was also one video which I have to pick up. It was on the Saudi Aramco. They got the best PMO award. But let me just show you this one so that you can get an idea about what PMO does and how they add value. Is it fine?
Yeah, sure.
Welcome to
Are you able to hear and see?
Yes.
Yes.
2022's Project Heroes. The Project Management Institute's PMO of the Year winner, Dubai Municipality Project Management Office.
Today, Dubai has reached a distinguished global position, and we in Dubai Municipality pledge to continue the efforts under the vision of our great leadership. In order to do that, we need visibility of our projects through a well-established enterprise PMO.
Our PMO allowed us to drive a much closer connection between our strategy and project delivery, using the selection criteria to prioritize projects and precisely track benefits. Benefits are captured, validated, and measured as part of our portfolio management model.
It's inspiring to see the EPMOs move from targeting implementation to tracking the benefits they deliver to people of Dubai.
Effective enterprise PMOs are about people and culture, as well as methodology and systems.
We've built a collaborative learning environment, motivating a team of passionate and self-driven people to grow and succeed.
They've really transformed the organization, breaking down barriers and sharing best practice.
We are the source of guidance and advice for leadership and PM community, continuously sharing knowledge and experiences. What am I most proud of? Today, we have advocates for the PMO in every part of the organization, complementing a data-driven decision-making ecosystem.
It has also changed the standing of project management in the organization.
The PMO became the backbone of the organization and the catalyst for change towards a better future for the coming generations.
So there is a question, is Six Sigma will come under same PMO? Six Sigma is a certification. PMP is a certification. ISO certification. These are all
Okay, Syed.
certifications, whereas PMO is a office, a department, which will have people and which will help the organization achieve their goals. And they have everything relating to projects within that department. Is that fine?
Yeah, I'm Abid actually. I'm working in Reno in India right now in house projects I'm handling as an insurance manager. I just now, I'm searching which certification course I have to do. Or go
How many
outside
years
this.
experience you have, Abid?
Right now, 5 years of experience.
You are
Started
from
as a
IT.
Scrum Master. Yeah, IT. Started as a
Okay.
Scrum Master. Now, instance manager, taking all the instance
Okay.
in-house projects. I wanted to go for a certification. I'm thinking to PMP or Sigma 6. Right now, when I researched and I found for the Saudi side, the Sigma 6 is one of the importance for the operations. So I thought maybe better to ask you, is the Sigma 6 is okay, or should I go with PMO or PMP?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Before that, let me ask you, what do you want to see yourself after 5 years?
Definitely managing post.
Right. Right. That is your goal, right?
Yes.
Six Sigma, you can get that certification in 2 days.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Just 2 days. And it's the basic. And when you
Okay.
talk about PMP and Middle East, I'm sure one of our friends is in Middle East. PMP is the global standard certification in project managing the projects. So it is uncomparable, and there are millions of people who are PMP certified, and no project in the world which has a bigger project without PMP certified, it is not awarded. You'll be surprised. One of my student, he completed PMP from me 15 years back. He's in Qatar, CEO of 3 construction companies. He's also PMP certified. And he called me and said, today, for big projects, they want even the CEO to be PMP certified. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Thank you. Excellent.
And whatever you study in Six Sigma, that you will also cover in project management, PMP certification. I suggest you, we have recorded sessions of PMP also, or get in touch with our office. We'll guide you more. And I strongly suggest you have to go for project management office. Sorry, PMP, project management
PMP.
professional. PMO can be built in, right? Because as I said, my definition of project is a work. Every company in the world, what they want workers, right? And you are learning how best you manage your projects. So I strongly recommend that. And you have already done Scrum Master, right? You know about the
Yes.
projects. So there's nothing to, there's no two way, whether Six Sigma, PM, CP, or this. But you have been doing the role of a PMO, your career has a PMO, and you want to do that, you can do that. I'm also ITIL certified. You talked about incident management. Incident management is just 1% of the
Yes.
overall project management. So since you have done this CSM, you can go for that. Is that fine? Does that
Yeah.
answer
Yeah.
your question? Specifically
Yes.
what you're looking?
Definitely. Thank you for this.
Most welcome, most welcome. So Imran has said that I heard there is going to be a change in PMI exam from July 2026. Yes, you are correct, Imran. What you have heard is right. So what is the next question, Imran?
What change is that going to come in the next exam then?
Fine. So are you preparing for the exam, Imran?
Yes, I'm actually.
To what extent you have prepared?
I've just started doing it from Udemy for that 40 PDUs. So I've just started doing about 1 month back. So I'm still,
Okay.
I have to do it. I have to repeat
Yes,
it for
yes.
some time.
True, true. So you're located in which place?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay, fine. Good. You can get that 35 hours from Udemy. But if you want to join our classes, we are starting in July. You can sign up for that because nothing like interactive session. And answering your question, I am putting this link for the benefit of everyone in the chat. As on today, the exam is based on PMBOK Guide 7th edition. Are you able to see, Imran? Imran, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, I can. I'm able
Okay.
to see the screen.
So when you scroll down, you will have this. From 9th of July, the exam is changing.
Mm.
So click on this, and I'm sending you the new link. You can refer to that.
Okay.
So we are conducting the training from July onwards on the new curriculum. You can see into all these things, okay? I
Sir,
hope
if
that
you don't
answers your
mind,
question.
yes,
Yeah,
you can share your registration link as well. I'm looking forward to join that as well.
definitely. And as you have seen the webinar, I focus on three things to make you the best professional, sharing our knowledge. Second is we give a lot of tips and tricks so that you can remember and recall.
Okay.
And the third is anyone, all of my students globally, they are connected and you have an opportunity to work with me as a consultant on freelance basis. It can be consulting, it can be business, it can be anything. That opportunity also we provide.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. Please
My
share
pleasure.
the link.
Yes.
I'll look into that. Thank you.
And
Sure.
Dr. Syed, this is for Imran or Asal?
Okay, fine. Thanks a lot. And by the way, for MFIRD, we have a special price, discounted price, because uh, they facilitate between the professionals and all that from the end user price for MFIRD when you refer and all that. Definitely, we have a different price. Any other question, please? And thank you very much for showing interest. And any other question? And by the way, as I said, I've started consulting for a major group in steel industry, solar, renewable. Already I'm into waste to energy, IT, ERP, and all those things. Those who have expertise, they can get in touch with our office. And if you want to provide any of your freelance services and all that, it would be great. So, Ozair, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Send that MFIRD link. They will
Yeah,
register.
I have already sent in chat.
Can you send once again, please?
Okay, okay.
And please note those who have requested more details. So it was wonderful spending time with you, and I really thank you for attending this webinar on a Sunday. And thanks, MFIRD, for putting this. And if you have any request for anything relating to AI, we are into AI. We deliver webinars on AI. And by the way, with the top 4 consulting firms, we drive the initiative on this project management and AI, training them thousands and thousands of people. So we have a lot of opportunities. Whichever domain you are, definitely we require people and you can get in touch with us. So any of you interacting with the PMO professionals? Or is anyone there from PMO office? But now think in a different way about the PMO and you'll be just surprised the amazing things, the way the Fortune 500 are putting these PMOs. Let me show you another. Some of you might be interacting with the IT and how this PMO is helping the businesses to grow.
Welcome 2022's Project Heroes. The Project Management Institute's PMO of the Year finalists, Johnson & Johnson's Finance, Solutions, and Technology PMO.
As part of a company-wide transformation program, we wanted to fundamentally reimagine finance within Johnson & Johnson to deliver global standardization, enhanced digital capabilities, and process simplification for our organization.
We are a complex, diverse, and global business. So our challenge was to centralize financial data and harmonize business processes to give us a single source of truth. We wanted to move from backward-looking reporting to forward-looking planning and forecasting.
Casting played a big role in the PMO's success.
We deliberately blended program and project managers with talent from both finance and technology backgrounds to create a PMO that really integrated both business and IT.
Strategy doesn't go wrong, execution does. The Johnson & Johnson team really understood this in the way they structured their team.
We partnered with the global finance leadership team to close the gap between the strategy they bought into and its execution. They appointed implementation leads on programs to ensure organization readiness.
It's impressive the way the PMO pivoted on their journey and the value a new approach to reporting has created for the organization.
Moving from project-based to outcome-based reporting was a game changer. It's helped us become a true business partner to our function leaders and break the project silos.
Innovation is, of course, a journey, not a destination.
The Financial Solutions and Technology PMO will drive the business outcomes for future releases, as well as the operational side of Johnson & Johnson's digital finance organization, and continue to be the source of innovation for us.
So I hope, though it was not a detail, but just a precursor to understand what is PMO. Any other questions, please? So most of the details you can get from this link about the PMO. So if there are no questions, we can wind up this session. Or if you have any questions relating to anything, project, program, or a demand or anything, you can feel free to ask me. So thank you very much, MFIRD. Thanks, Dr. Saif, for organizing this and this opportunity. And special thanks for those who have joined for today's session, taking out time. And inshallah, we'll see in the next webinars. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aafaq, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks.
everyone.
Thanks.
Jazakumullah khair.
Thanks.
Close the session. Assalamu alaikum.